Just imagine you have a company that's selling smartphones. Each smartphone costs $1,000. In that case, we can make a formula how our marginal will diminish depends on amount of units that we're selling. 1,000, it's the price of the smartphone, multiply on X. X, it's amount of smartphones that we're selling, minus 0.1 X in the power of 2, mean that the marginal of the company will diminish depends on how many smartphones do they selling. 0.1, it's a correlation coefficient. It's not so big, but it's big enough to see how company benefits are diminishing. And X in the power of 2 means that your profit will be diminished, and it's not a linear correlation. The more you selling, the less profit for each smartphone you will get. And this is normal because it could depend on market situation, competitor prices, marketing expenses, discounts. Now we have a formula, but how we can use this formula to figure out how our profit changes depends on amounts of smartphones that we are selling. We can take a derivative from this formula. So X is the same as X in the power of 1. X in the power of 1 minus 1, it will be X in the power of 0. X in the power of 0, it's 1. 1000X will be just 1000. And if we take a derivative from the second part of the formula, minus 0.1x in the power of 2. First, we're reducing exponent by 1, so it will be not x in the power of 2, it will be x in the power of 1, or just x. And then we need to multiply our coefficient by exponent. Minus 0.1 times 2, it will be minus 0.2. Now we get 1000 minus 0.2x. Great, but how practically can we use this equation? We can put some number instead of x, or amount of units, and see how our profit changes. Depends on the units that we're selling. If companies sell 100 smartphones, we can put this number in the equation. So 1000 minus 0.2 multiply on 100, and it will be 1000 minus 20 equals to 980. What does it mean? If company selling more than 100 phone, the next smartphone that they will sell will give $980 profit to the company instead of 1000. Now imagine that company sell 500 smartphones. How their profit changes in this case? Well, again, we use the formula. 1000 minus 0.2 multiply on 500 sold smartphones, and it will be equal 1000 minus 100, and the final result will be $900. What does it mean? If companies sell more than 500 smartphones, their profit from the next selling smartphones will be $900 instead of 1000. And it could depend on competitive prices, discounts, marketing expenses, etc.